and welcome. If you're new here, I am LeeApocrypha. Pleasure to meet you. If you're returning, welcome back, soul family. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. As always, information, disclaimers, and decks will be in the description box. If you're interested or need to have a look, please do so. And also, my readings are not what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. And let's see what needs to be heard today. We're starting with the Four of Pentacles here. Kind of focus. Not really. Someone may be retreating from an environment, from people, places, or things. Someone may be afraid to open up about a certain situation going on in their life right now. This could be with a partner, it could be with a boss, it could be in some kind of different situation or with a friend here. I feel like somebody is being closed off, and this is in regards to something that's going on in your life right now. Now, even though this is the Pentacle suit, which symbolizes the physical realm around us, I'm getting that this could be a very emotional time for somebody, or very stressful. Somebody may also be being called to either start their spiritual journey or get back onto their spiritual journey here. I'm seeing the Hermit in my mind, even though this is not the Hermit. Four of Wands. We have another 4. You may be seeing 444 perhaps. Maybe your life path 4 or 44. I'm getting a message here about some forbidden fruit, and what I'm getting with this is that somebody is delving deeper into themselves in order to come to some kind of knowledge, universal knowledge. Or perhaps somebody may be trying to figure out the answer to something, and there may be someone around you who doesn't want you to figure this out. Someone may be two-faced around you. We have the Sun. Perhaps this could be a Leo, a father, a masculine energy. We have the King of Cups in reverse. The Seven of Wands in reverse as well. You may already know that you may be considered an earth angel. Or perhaps you're trying to connect more with your angelic energy, or the angels that work with you. This could be upper or lower angels. I'm seeing a bearer of light. Lucifer as well for some people. It's not going to be for everybody. For some of you, despite this time being overwhelming or challenging, I'm seeing somebody here not wanting to close off their heart or be closed off. However, that may be the energy that you are in. Even though there is this retreat type of energy, I feel like this is saying either deep down you know you don't want to be in that energy, or that you're in that energy, and it's asking for you to work towards healing this so that way you don't block yourself off from other opportunities. I feel like this message is connecting with the previous message. Five of Pentacles, yeah. There may be certain people or workplaces that may have made you feel left out, or family members. The High Priest in reverse. Interesting, because this eagle or whatever looks so huge that's about to pick up a cow. There's something you may be ignoring here. Or you may be trying to release yourself from certain organizations or groups. This could be a certain workplace, this could be a certain school or a class. This is a very specific message, but maybe for somebody this could be some kind of coven or religious group that you may be trying to kind of move away from. Of the Four of Wands. I'm seeing hanging fruit. And some kind of masculine energy. I'm not sure if you are more in your masculine energy. That's not going to be for everybody. You're tired of the discomfort. This could be issues, again, at the workplace. This could be issues at home or in a relationship. Somebody here is tired of the arguments or of the fighting. There could be a plethora of different situations here. So there could be gaslighting, there could be uncalled for situations. If you know that you are a trustworthy person, you deserve trust, and you're not being treated as such. You know, this could be somebody else's wounds that they could be projecting onto you or the situation, whether it's a workplace, with family here, or a relationship. But I also see that you are working very much so to prepare your mind. You are being mindful that your mentality or your perspectives have not been conducive of manifesting positive changes in your life. They've been combative. They've been adding to the struggle. You're trying to find your peace, and you're trying to stay in that peace. So anyone or anything around you that makes you feel less than peaceful, makes you feel misunderstood, makes you feel like there's always some kind of challenge or some kind of issue, like you're moving away from that. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands, and we have the Star. I see somebody doing some magical workings, being very mindful of their mentality, or somebody may be working with meditative music, or just developing their skills in meditation, their ability to release and let go of what what challenges them. I'm seeing Lord Ganesh. So you may work with Ganesha, the remover of obstacles. You may want to do a road opening ritual or some kind of ceremony. I'm getting the vibe for. Okay. Yeah, but you're remaining hopeful. Things are changing and you're doing your best to stay in alignment with what is meant for you. That's the energy that I'm getting here. Okay. The Six of Cups. You're reuniting with yourself. You may have taken time away from your spiritual practice or from really doing some self-love rituals or just focusing on what you need and providing to you what you need for yourself. But I'm seeing you getting back into this. With the Six of Cups, I don't feel like this is necessarily about somebody else from your past. I feel like this is more about you. You could also be healing your inner child, or you could be connecting with your past lives. Ten of Cups in reverse. Healing from pain of something not working out. Okay. Now with this Ten of Cups, what I'm seeing here, it's really interesting because there are spirits above these ladies. But there's also one that is coming from below. And you may not be able to see it, but reaching for a lotus. And that is the only lotus that is there. So what I'm seeing here is that for some of you, you may have some people that may be so focused outwardly on other things going on. I'm seeing this could be anything from politics to what's going on in the world, and it's important to know what's going on. I'm seeing there's maybe a group of people that you feel their energy has been more toxic to you instead of being more rejuvenating. And so even though you know it may be important to be aware of what's going on in the world, I'm seeing you're reaching instead for growing your inner growth. You're reaching for that expansion and trying to allow that to help you help others. Some of you may be going into some kind of role of teaching. So you may become a teacher, a parent, a manager, or maybe you already are, but there's something new that you're learning here, or you're finding balance. This could also be a work environment where people do one thing one way and their motto is like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But your motto is that there's always room for improvement. And so there may be people who work against you or who do not like your perspectives and mentality on personal and consistent growth around you. There's a lot of people that are just too comfortable and they don't like your energy because your energy is too loud. Like, you don't even have to say a word, but your energy speaks volumes, you know? So you may be the type of person that you walk into a room and everybody looks at you. And you could be dressed like in the most casual thing, or you could be somebody who just feels like you're wearing your laziest outfit, or you're not even saying anything. There's nothing about you that feels like the nails sticking out. But the truth is that people around you see you like the nails sticking out. You know what I mean? There are a lot of people too caught up in cycles in their life, and that's why they cannot make any changes. And that's why the workplace stays the same. It's the same bullshit. It's the same environment. regardless of who comes in and who goes. There may be a high turnover at your work. So a lot of people coming and going all the time. Maybe you've noticed there are people who don't put their 2 weeks, they just quit on you or on your manager. I definitely see that there's a leader amongst this group. There may be some favoritism or there's something going on here. Perhaps your boss, you may have a feeling that your boss doesn't like you in one workplace or something. This isn't for everybody. But if you feel like your boss is the cliquey type, then this may be for you. People don't like how open and honest that you are because you really do bring about change. You're somebody who will throw change in people's face. And the thing is that you don't even have to do anything. It's just you being your most genuine, truthful self. And there are so many people who can't fucking handle it. And you're not looking for recognition. You're just looking for growth, expansion, evolution. Even if everybody around you wants to stay the same and do the same shit and like be stuck in cycles, you're not like that. You're definitely not that kind of person. You want to build strong roots. And you're willing to delve so deep, so much deeper than other people, and that is why your branches reach so high. There's a quote that I love, and it says something along the lines of, no tree can reach heaven unless its roots reach down to hell or something. And it's true, the bigger the tree, the bigger the roots. If the roots have nowhere to go, it's not going to continue to grow. And if it does, and the roots have nowhere to stabilize themselves, then it will topple over. Now I'm seeing the Tower card. Underneath we have the Hanged Man. Yeah, I'm seeing cycles. Now this is another interesting side note. Okay. There may be somebody around you who may be trying to fuck around, and they will find out. And the thing is about your energy is that you don't even have to lift a goddamn finger. Because your guys, they have your back. And because they know how genuine and how caring you are. But if people want to fuck around, they will find out. And that's on them. And they may think that you did something to make their life miserable. But the truth is, perhaps their work is just backfiring on them. They may be trying to scry into your personal business. Trying to see what you're up to. Trying to see what's going on. There's somebody here who, like, their energy is just really not... This person's selfish. This is the type of person who might take credit for other people's work. Or this is the kind of person who may tell somebody something. They're such a manipulator. They may tell somebody something just to get a rise off of them, or because they know that word will spread. And so they may be trying to create chaos in an environment. If you're in a workplace that has a lot of employees, this could be a manager, it doesn't have to be your boss. This could be a particular manager, a particular employee, someone who thinks that they may be above you. This could be a sibling. This could be a family member of a spouse or a significant other. I'm just seeing there's an energy here that is very, like, at face value, people might respect them, but it's because they're very manipulative. They know what to say and what to do at what time in order to make you look like the bad person. So you may be experiencing a lot of bullshit and a lot of fake shit going on at work. Somebody may be picking on you. There may be retaliation going on. And it seems that you're above this. You don't even want to deal with this shit. But unfortunately, this is the situation that you have been put in. Temperance in reverse is underneath. I'm seeing you're tired. Some of you are tired of being the bigger person. Some of you are so tired. Like you may feel like you've been pretty snappy lately, or like you're just waiting for somebody to get in your fucking face and you'll let them have it. That's the kind of energy that I am getting. But be careful, because there could still be consequences for your actions. Okay? 3 may be a significant number to you, or you may be seeing 333. Be aware of what it is that you're manifesting. 111 might also be significant to you. Your thoughts, your words, your actions. Be sure that they really are for your growth and not keeping you stuck in cycles as well. Connect with your higher self. For some of you here, I feel like there's something in regards to the Akashic Records that's very important for you to connect with. I'm seeing a chalice energy, so be aware of what you are creating. Whether this is something physical or this is in your in the mental realm, or something you're working through or working on spiritually. Don't forget that you are a mortal human too. And you have your own cycles to deal with. I feel like some of you already know this. You're just trying to move away from like situations that make you feel like stuck. You're tired of feeling stuck. Yeah, some of you are retreating in order to get more information about a situation. And you're working towards finding that balance in your life. I don't know why, but I just had this, I just saw, what's his name, Daniel Fortescue from Medieval. Any other messages? Alright. I'm not getting any other messages at this moment, so thank you so much for being here. If this resonated, be careful, and I hope that it helped bring some, perspective into your situation. Know that above all, you know what's best for you. And you know what it is that you need. Don't be afraid to commune with yourself and figure out the best way to move forward. Also, don't be afraid to move on, to move forward, to progress. There are going to be people that you may have to leave behind, so to speak. And that might just be part of the journey. You can't take everyone with you. You can't save everybody. All you can do is your best. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And that's something that's really hard. You can't save them all. No matter how hard you try, no matter what you can have the best intentions, you could be the purest soul, the purest heart, and unfortunately, I'm seeing like Anubis weighing the heart and the feather. Unfortunately, some people just have too much shit that they have to work on and deal with and face. And the sad part is that most people don't want to do that. Okay, so 555 might also be significant for you. Alright, but I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you, and I hope that I helped. And have a good rest of your day, night, or whatever time it is that you're watching this. Take care. Bye.